Today's project features the Flowering Flourishes stamp on a notepad cover. Recently, I started redoing my desk decorations, and with it I usually do a notepad. And I've had two people look at me saying, "Hey, can you make me one?" And so, all right, fine. I'll make you one and I'll video it. I did a video similar to this one a year ago, and since then I've made some changes and added some flourishes and that kind of stuff. So it's better the second time around. List of supplies is below if you're on my blog. There's a link for my blog if you're on my YouTube channel, and my white card will flash by as I head to the craft table. I'll see you there. As I said in the introduction, I go through this and I make new stuff to put on my desk to keep it bright and cheery. And I was in the process of making myself a new notepad holder because it's really handy to have one of these things close to the phone so I can take phone messages and that kind of stuff, because some people are long-winded. Anyway, a friend of mine happened to see me making mine, or saw my old one that I will be taking off my desk because it's the wrong color, and asked me if I would make one for them. And so I was like, okay, I've already made this one. Now I have one to show you how I did it. This is a return project from last year, except it's in different colors and a little more embellishment, flourish, whatever you want to call it. This one was done in Lost Lagoon, and I used the Fanciful Flourish for it, and also the petite petals and my notes from my paper pumpkin box. So we're going to make the next one in Wisteria Wonder with elegant eggplant accents, and I forgot my stamp. Sorry. Alright, so the Flowering Flourishes has 3 different stamps, and I use this one on mine. I'm going to use this one to decorate that. And instead of using the tone on tone with the Wisteria Wonder, I'm going to go ahead and use the elegant eggplant to stamp on the front. And I don't know, it's just going to seem like it was a great way to go. I hope you guys were able to take advantage of the free shipping until the 10th of April. As I said, it didn't matter on how much you ordered. It was free shipping on everything. And so I was able to place a little order and get free shipping. Now, there is one. I'm going to turn this over, ink up my stamp again. And there's the other. There we go. Now the neat thing about this stamp is you got the cool little dots and that kind of stuff, so if you want to put the rhinestones or the pretty pearls on it, you can. But that's basically going to be the front of it, except for I left a spot here that I can layer more elegant eggplant cardstock and some Whisper White for putting my notes and that kind of stuff on. Alright, let's go ahead and cut down those 2 pieces. What I forgot to mention was this is just an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I scored it at 5 1/4 and at 5 3/4. And these little junior legal pads are 5 by 8, and so it just fits perfectly right inside there. But I'm not leaving that like that. Alright, so for the front of the pad, front of the cover, I need a piece that is 1.5 inches by 5. Alright, and that's going to have my notes and stuff on it. In the elegant eggplant, I need it at 1 3/4 inches by 5 1/4. And that is going to be layered on that. There you go. So this Whisper White piece is 1.5 inches wide, and it is 5 inches across. The elegant eggplant is 1 3/4 inches at 5 1/4. And then to cover the top so that I don't have this ugly part here, I'm going to go ahead and do it in white, and I want to do it in 2 inches. And I'll show you why I did Whisper White in a moment. 2 inches by 5. Save my scraps. And then I'm going to score this at 1 3/4. Oh, pardon me, 1 1/4, and at 1. Go ahead and fold this, and then I'm going to take this little guy and stamp him on the 1 inch side, just right in the middle there. And then take some Tombow, and I'm going to glue it onto the top of that. I'll set that aside and let it dry and finish the front of my cover. Alright. Pulling out the Wisteria Wonder, and then making all sorts of noise, I'm going to use my Notes stamp from one of my past paper pumpkins, and I'm just going to stamp it right in the middle, like that. Okay. And when I asked her, she said she liked butterflies, and I figure I'll use the butterflies with the flowers, because this one right here, because it's a combination of both. And grab out my 2 pieces of white scrap paper, stick my butterfly on there, stamp 1, an elegant eggplant, 1 in Wisteria Wonder, and then I'm going to pull out my little guy that is similar to the big butterfly. I like doing odd numbers of like 3 flowers, 3 butterflies. Flashback to art class, I guess. And put that one right there. And then grab my bitty butterfly punch and punch that guy out. Now to give them some dimension, I go ahead and I bend their wings a little bit around their body. And then we're just going to grab some mini glue dots and glue our butterflies on. Well, before I do that, I should probably put it on the front of my notepad. There we go. And then mini glue dots. Place my 2 big ones first. And then my little one. Alright. Then I'm going to take my notepad and my Tombow and be very generous here. There we go. And there. I put a little pocket in the front of mine, but I find that it gets kind of in the way when I'm folding this up and I want to have it like flat like this. I can't make it flat. So I didn't put that on hers. And she doesn't have to worry about hurting the poor butterflies because they're just paper. But there you go. There's my notes in purple and my notes in blue. Don't forget, if you make a similar project, send me a picture. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please remember to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next project. Bye!